Hello, Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nuzulaika binti Burman and this is my partner.
And my name is Azra binti Mazilan, and today we're gonna do the video about the cultivation theory, and we're gonna explain what is the cultivation theory, the assumption, concepts, and its conclusion. So the first one is I will give it to my friends.
What is the cultivation theory by G. Gibner? Cultivation theory is a cumulative process by which television shapes belief about social reality. The combined effect of massive television exposure by the viewers over time subtly shapes the perception of social reality for individuals and ultimately and for our culture as the whole. Heavy viewers are exposed to more violence and therefore are affected by the mean word syndrome. The mean word syndrome is the belief that world is far worse and dangerous place than it actually is.
Okay, now we move on to the assumption. J. Gardner has listed three assumptions for his cultivation theory. That is, the first one is the television is essentially and fundamentally different from other forms of mass media. Second, television shapes our society, ways of thinking and relating. And the third assumption is the influence of the television is limited. Now, I want to explain to you the first assumption, that is television is essentially and fundamentally different from other forms of mass media. That means the question is why television is different from other forms of mass media. Nowadays, we can see that most of the house in the metropolitan city must have one television at their residence. Television is a visual and auditory and therefore doesn't require viewers to be illiterate or have an intelligent mind. Everyone can have one, even one television at their homes. The adapter to the server get into the access into the television channel are most of it free and accessible to use. Second assumption is the television shapes our societies, the way of thinking and relating. From this perspective of idea, Gardner concludes that television can change or add the existing information that a human has. It shows that how television influences the mind of the viewers that watching the television. Through the television, people can make their own judgment about some situation that has been shown in the TV. Some other people believe that what is shown on the television is most trusted and other from. The third assumption is the influence to the television is limited. The third core of this assumption is to relate to the audience. The influence of the television is on the large scale. With small of the information, it can affect the audience's way of thinking. Gardner stated that he used the Ice Age analogy, which is a position stating that television doesn't have to have a single major impact, but influence viewers through steadily limited effect.
Two concepts by which cultivation theory occur. First concept is mainstreaming. Mainstreaming is a process by the mass communication stabilizes and homogenizes perspective. People who watch a lot of television are likely to be more influenced by the way in which the world is framed by television program than are individuals who watch less, especially regarding topic of the which the viewers has little first-hand experience. Light viewers may have more source of the information than heavy viewers. Second concept is dissonance. Dissonance is the extent to which media representation are congruent with personal experience. It describes the intensified effect on the audience when what people see on television is what they have experienced in life. This double dose of the television message.
There are an example for this cultivation theory. That is, there are one situation that happened in the outside country, that is in China, where a 7-year-old boy who jumped from the level 10 building using an umbrella. This action is due to the influence of the cartoon that he watched, where the cartoon is most of it show the fighting sense and the jump from the height distance. From that action, the boy who did it got several injuries due to before he landing on the ground. He was stuck at the wire cable that helped him to reduce the impact of the parachute jumps. From that situation, the influence of the television is most likely will affect the children more than the adults. This is because of the children will draw an attention more to the action that will drag their attention. And without knowing the action are acceptable or not, they will do it. Their action is based on what they are see. They didn't do any judgment or think wise before do anything. Children are more delicate than the adults, that they can think what they are doing. As for the conclusion, we can conclude that the cultivation theory is a long-term effect to the human society. Watching the television in the many hours can change or affect the human perspective and the way of thinking.